Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time of the day you catch this video. My name's Jeremy. This is the Temple of Truth channel, and I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful time. It is 7/27, July 27th, 2022, and I wanted to make a response video or a correction or just a deeper explanation of what I believe when it comes to prepping versus becoming sovereign. In a lot of my videos, I've talked about how you prep and if you're putting too much fear into your prep. And I think people are getting the wrong message. We are being given signs right now to prepare. That is obvious. Okay, so if you want to use the Bible, and we just want to use that as a reference point, it tells you that there will be signs in the sky. Men will have visions, wise men who can't sleep, those kind of passages. So yes, we are being given advance notice that the trials and tribulations will get, I don't want to say harder. They won't be harder for people who are, again, living from a place of fear and who are not prepared. So yes, I have talked about having supplies, and in that time that you have those supplies, don't just be waiting for an event is what I'm talking about. Start immediately becoming sovereign so you don't have to continue to go through these, because none of us know exactly when anything is going to happen. That is why I say the real preparation that should be a daily focus is the temple. Healing the mind, healing the heart, healing generational trauma, healing karma, whatever you want to label it as. That is why I say this is still the most important thing that we should focus on. I am not saying don't have food and water and know your surroundings and know your environment. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying don't have candles and batteries and all those amazing things that just lead to sovereignty. That's all I've ever meant. So if I have led anyone to the belief that they should not be preparing at all, that is not what the message was. And forgive me for maybe not making that as clear. Yes, if you have the ability to get some supplies and have a cushion while you're becoming sovereign, while you're figuring out how to grow your own food and get off of government systems, supply chains, things like that, going as off grid as you can. Yes, having supplies is great, but not everyone can afford to do those things, and they're living in a perpetual state of fear. And that is where my message really is meant to go, to the people that don't have the ability to do anything for whatever circumstances it is. If they're just not in a position right now, then they still are in a position to focus on their temple. They're still in a position to focus on their electromagnetic aura strengthening, their mind strengthening, their physical body strengthening. These are things that they can focus on that don't cost a penny. And so, again, I apologize to anyone who thought I was saying do not get supplies. That's not what I'm saying. Another thing about the supplies is, remember, especially if you're someone that calls yourself a Christian, love thy neighbor like you love yourself. When that homeless person, that hungry person comes to you, what are you supposed to do? So again, how many supplies is enough before you start becoming sovereign, before you start preparing for abundance? That is the message. You can only hog so much food and ammunition in a room somewhere for so many people. The idea that I'm trying to get across, the ideology we're trying to change is, don't prepare for a one-off event. Prepare for supporting yourself, your family, your friends, and your community for the rest of your time here, no matter what's about to happen. That's the message I want to get across. Yeah, we're all going to have waves of fear and stuff, but we don't need to sit in it and dwell in it. So yeah, I mean, if you're out and about right now and you see a special on something, if you see a discount on something, like, I have supplies. I've had supplies. I've always thought that it was always good to have a certain amount of supplies. set it and forget it. Except, I have a list where everything is dated and I rotate it properly. And then what happens a couple weeks before it's about to go bad, I will go replace that to the best of my ability. And then I'll take what I had. And if I'm not going to use it immediately, take it to a donation center, donate it for people. Now you're doing charitable work. You're being service to others, and you can get a tax deduction on it and get your money right back. There you go. Okay. That's how you get away with paying taxes, by the way. If you want to do things legally and not fight the system about saying, I don't have to pay your taxes, which you don't. You do not have to pay taxes. If you're trying to do something legally, well, by sending the government a bill because you decided how the money was going to be spent in your community is better rather than the government billing you and them deciding to drop bombs on foreign countries or whatever it is they're going to do with your money. Just a side note, little piece of information there. Again, it's all how you choose to do things. But yes, guys, we are obviously given signs to prepare. And so again, I apologize if anyone, especially my MCO people who are watching for an actual storm, or anyone, the World War preppers, whoever, you have a right to be prepared. That is no question. That is smart. I just want to make sure that we're doing it the right way so you don't have to prep again next year if we make it all the way through a year, Start learning how to become sovereign, guys. That's the key. That's the goal here. Independently. Independent thinker, independent liver. And don't forget that we're going to have to love our neighbor too. So there's only so much we can prep for, right? And then we have to trust in who a lot of us say we believe in or have faith in, and that's that Most High, that supreme, that ultimate creator. So I hope this helps. I hope this clarifies some things for us. I don't want to, lose anyone that might get a better message or something in the future they might need, because I turn them off from thinking that, everything is light and love. No, the darkness is with the light. Like, I'm not a new age light person. I'm not one of those. I'm not some prophet. I'm not some guru or anything like that. I'm just a messenger. I'm just sharing my perspective as I watch this matrix fall, as I watch this cycle come to an end, like so many of you are witnessing, with realize to realize to realize. I'm just enjoying the show like everyone else. So I am no professional on anything. I am no expert on anything except living my life and observing deeply and trying to see the core of whatever the message is being shared. And then I try and share the most truthful and honest message that I can. And I try and do it with integrity. And I try and make sure I look at that camera so you guys can see my eyes. It's not the same thing as being right in front of someone and looking into the soul, I guess. But I want you guys to know that I'm genuine with what I talk about, and that we should not be living in fear right now. And we should be focused on love and growth and enjoying the show. I know it can get scary and startling at times, but remember, the world's a stage and it is being reset. There's that word again, right? So I love you guys so much. I'm about to go for, a jog. Unfortunately, we've been hit with a lot of the rains and floods here on the East Coast as well. A lot of flooding warnings. Maybe make a video about that later today. Maybe we'll get on and talk about all the different areas that were absolutely bombarded with just ridiculous rainstorms. And I'm in Maryland. My mother and brother are in Illinois, and they're close by to St. Louis, where all those historic record rainfalls just happened over the last 48 hours. So a lot of the weather games going on. Mother Nature, right? If you know, you know. So we'll get on later today. We'll talk about it. Sorry there was no video yesterday. Again, the rain and everything, we lost power for a while. And it was nice to just kind of rest and relax. I didn't get to go out and do anything, so I'm going to try and make up for that today. Go out there, try and clean up the neighborhood a little bit, see what the weather dragged in. And yeah, and I look forward to talking to you guys again. So again, to summarize, yes, if you have the ability to get some supplies and you're in that position, great. If you're in a position to move to a better area, great, do so. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's just not live in a cycle of running from anything. And eventually remember that the peace is found in silence, stillness, and darkness. Take that and do what you will with it, guys. I love you so much. My name's Jeremy. This is Temple of Truth. If you liked the video, well, hit the like button. If you're new here, hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you choose. I'm always most I'm always most interested in comments versus anything else. Communicating and connecting, which you can also find us on Twitter and Discord and Facebook and WhatsApp and Twitch, wherever you want to reach out and connect, we're available. So enjoy your day. Go do something great for yourself. Go do something great for someone else if you can. Try to do some meditation today. It's something that it takes practice. I know if you're the first timer, you sit there and feel, this didn't do anything. Well, anything great requires repetition, effort that will lead to success. So reach out, guys. Enjoy your day. I love you guys so much. This is Jeremy at Temple of Truth. We'll see you in the next video. Take care.